Hey everybody, welcome back. It's now morning day 54 and we're heading back to the base right now. I just came back to eat and that was pretty much all I did. I killed a dog and snake horde. It's like 3 dogs and 2 snakes or 3 snakes or something like that. It wasn't difficult. But I've been working over here all night long until I was like starving, so I had to just rip home, eat, and now we're on our way back here. I'll show you what I've made for progress. But before we do anything, I need to drop off some of this crap, as per usual. And I need my wood frames. I'm probably going to need to make a shitload more wood frames now, because all this 500 are probably going to get used up as this bottom layer of our crops. But this is what I've managed to complete so far. I've got this layer dug out, and we're going to have to continue to dig out this entire layer, 2 wide down or 2 deep, all the way from this corner over to that corner, over from this corner over. This whole square area needs to be dug out. And the reason why I'm replacing this block under the wall is because the zombies can clip their hands through this block and damage this block or something like that. I don't know what causes it exactly, but at least I'll be able to aim through like the little angle piece of the terrain, and I can repair that block if it gets damaged now, if I change it to a square block instead of a terrain block. So this is going to be a long and arduous journey trying to get this finished, but I don't have any choice. I have to get this farm, like the crops are #1 priority before the base. And if you're going to do it, you do it right the first time. That's just the way I do it. But yeah, let's just get right into it and I'll start the time lapse. that's going to do it for the time lapse. But I'm not going to stop digging because I need to get this done, and I'm not going to stop until it's pretty much done. At least the digging portion of it anyway. And then we need to place down all these frames. Maybe that's what we'll do now, just to kind of take a break from digging. We'll just place down all these frames real quick. And then not only do we got to do that, we've also got to upgrade these guys as well. And this will be concrete probably. But right now I don't think I have the wood. Yeah, I don't have the wood materials to upgrade those, so I'll do that at a later date. But the main thing is we get this place down, and at least we can get this much of our crop done. Maybe I'll just do it in sections. So I mean, like half is right here, pretty much. Well, maybe probably closer to there. We're almost half done, the digging portion anyway, and it doesn't take long to put down all the frames. I'm not going to upgrade these frames that are underneath. This is just a platform basically. So they can stay as just regular frames, and then after we get the platform down, then we put down all of our dirt on top of it. Now I don't want this dirt connected to an exterior dirt surface, if you know what I mean. Like, imagine this layer of dirt, it's connected to the entire world. Right now, this is connected to my player-made square blocks only. And it's not gonna join, like if I place this one here, now it's joined to the rest of the world. Which is probably fine for that, but I can already see that there's an elevation difference going on here. And it's molding with the terrain. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. That's the whole purpose of me doing what I'm doing here, is to get rid of the fact that it's molding with the rest of the world in the terrain generation code, basically. So that way when I lay this down, it's going to be one solid height. It's not going to change in height. And when I go to till it, then it won't change in height either. And this is what I mean by like this little gap here. If the zombies hit that block at all, along this wall or along that wall, I'll be able to repair it. I'll be able to tell if they can hit it too. Technically they shouldn't be able to hit it, but I mean if cops explode, that the explosion damage might get to it, so I need to be able to repair it. So it's better to leave it as a square block than a terrain block, so it doesn't meld into the surface, otherwise you won't be able to repair that block at all. It does look a little funky, but it actually serves as somewhat of a purpose. I mean, I know earlier in one of my videos I mentioned how I don't like how the terrain doesn't perfectly meld to the blocks properly, but now I'm kind of glad that they don't. And like I can even get in there and upgrade them. Like I don't have to worry about nothing. I can place it down, go like that, upgrade them, repair them right through that, so it's not a big deal at all. But before I do that, we have to make sure that we don't forget to do those corner pieces first. Okay, so where's the rest of our frames? Now I don't know how many frames this is going to take, so this will be a good judge of once we place down at least this many. I've got 500 on me, so the frames that I've got in my backpack right now were supposed to go towards building the house, but I wasn't expecting to do this. But this needs to be done. Otherwise it's just going to drive me absolutely nuts every time I go to step on the farms and do the harvesting. At least this way I know everything's going to be 100% good, 100% okay. There's nothing to complain about. Because I mean, if we're going to be spending hours and hours and hours of our time at this base and harvesting the crops over and over and over again, I don't want to have to fight with it each time. Or I don't want to have to look at it and be disappointed every time. At least this way I know I've done it right the first time, and every time I come over here I'll actually feel good about it. I'll feel good that I did it right the first time and took the extra time and effort to do it the way I want it done. Now I almost don't want to put the dirt blocks down first, like until I go to till the till it, because what happens is the grass grows up on top of it. And if I can avoid chopping more grass, that's just, you know, another little bit of work for me to do. Obviously grass is going to grow on these 2 rows because I wasn't thinking about that till now. But yeah, I'll wait till I actually go to till the land, and then I'll place down, I don't know, a few blocks at a time, and then I'll till it and just kind of do it like that. Just alternate between placing blocks and tilling the dirt. It'll be interesting to see how many blocks this actually is, though. I didn't count width-wise or nothing like that, so I can't do any math or calculations on it. But this is about, what, 200 blocks, I think? Just right there. Probably more than that. That's approximately 200 blocks, so that's probably 400 blocks. It'll be close to 500 just from what I've dug out, including, you know, that little section right there. Probably pretty close to 500 blocks. But that'll give me a good idea of how many more I need to craft just for the crops alone. But another thing is, this whole top layer of this has to come off too, because zombies can spawn on this grass terrain, and I need to replace this terrain with some other type of block that zombies can't spawn on. And I might actually do it with just wood frames, and then paint it some other texture or something like that later, just to make it look good, like a sidewalk texture, or probably the brick paver texture is what I really like. And then zombies can't spawn in that area. Technically, when I'm done this base, I won't even need a bedroll in here to stop zombies from spawning inside here, because there won't be a single block available for zombies to be allowed to spawn on. That's if the code actually functions properly, because inside the XML files there's a code that says what is it, enemies, or it's allowed to spawn on code or whatever like that. I don't know the exact code, but it's specifically there for each block, and it's by default it's actually set to no, so you have to manually set a block to be allowed for a zombie to spawn on. So if you want a zombie to spawn on this natural grass terrain, you have to put a code in that says true. It's like zombie spawn true or something like that. And that'll feel real good too. And I mean, already I feel better because I know that this, even though it's taking like this much extra time, it's just, I know it's going to be what I want in the end, so. And wood is cheap and easy to come by, and so are nails, and iron's easy to go by now, because I can even turn lead into iron now at this point, so now that we have Omnigel unlocked. I still have to dig out that. I want it to fall, so I won't put any frames under it. Yeah, that's good enough for frames. And I'm not going to put the dirt down yet. I'm going to continue to dig. But this might be a bit of a shorter episode because that entire digging session was like pretty much the entire day. And I'm just going to speed that up and put music to it. But I'm going to continue to get this done as fast as possible so that it's done and over with. We don't have to worry about it anymore. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the episode, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.